afternoon.
Coach, we saw Hassan Reddick out there today. How do you look at just walkthroughs, but also to any kind of availability or even potential playing on Sunday?
We'll see tomorrow. He has to do more tomorrow and get a good look at him full speed, but he's feeling better.
How overall, from an injury standpoint, do you feel good about the progress you're making? Because Bredesen was out there today. We see Bucky and Chris and everyone continuing.
It's good to see him compete in a walkthrough. Tomorrow we'll get a better idea of it. Hopefully they're trending forward, and then we can get a better gauge of that.
What's going to be the process? I'm sorry, with Baker and Teddy. We saw, his walkthrough when we were there. Teddy was taking all the reps. Will that be, you get Teddy ready to play with a game plan, and then if Baker can go, that's an easier transition.
Yeah, you got to get Teddy ready to play. Obviously, Baker's sore, so Teddy's going to take most of the reps this week, and we'll see how he feels at the end of the week. And he studies a lot, so if he feels good, he can go. If not, Teddy's going to take it.
Todd, I got a question about, I didn't get a chance to ask you Sunday night. Late in the first half, inside the 2-minute warning, you went for 4th and 2 from the 28. Was that because you kind of thought you needed to get points or the game's over?
It's because we were down a great deal and we wanted to get something going in 4th and 2. We wanted to get some points on the board.
What's going through your mind, Todd, about how this defense has been playing since the bye week? Now it's a 3-week thing. It's not a 1-game thing. And are you thinking about personnel changes, schematic changes? I mean, what's going through your mind right now?
You're always thinking about schematic changes. Personnel changes, we don't have to think about it. And it's been a different guy here and there. It hasn't been everybody at one time. We can't have 10 guys playing well and one guy not playing well on any given week. And that has to stop. I thought, for the most part, the big plays stopped. We didn't create any big plays last week, but the big plays, for the most part, have stopped. And we just got to be attention to detail. We got to coach it better and play it better. I mean, we got to coach it better, and we definitely got to play it better. So that's what you kind of do each week, every week. And, we got guys that know how to play, and they just got to play together.
This one of your tougher stretches as a defensive overseer, one of the tougher stretches you've been through?
I mean, I don't know. I don't judge it by that, but every time we lose, I felt like I could have done more as a defensive coach. And now every time we lose, I feel like I can do more as a head coach.
Todd, you went from facing 3 guys that are in the MVP conversation, and Drake May and Josh Allen and Matthew Stafford, to you're going to be facing 3 backup quarterbacks in the next week. I know you're not taking them lightly, but how do you safeguard your players from looking at the records, looking at the quarterbacks and saying, okay, we can breathe now, and make sure that they don't take these opponents too lightly?
We lost 3 in a row. We cannot breathe. And we got to take care of us. It really doesn't matter who we play and how long they've been in the league. We got to take care of things we need to take care of to win ball games.
What are you seeing from Drew Petzing's offense in Arizona, and how does Jacoby Brissett being kind of differ from how you'd approach Kyler Murray?
Obviously, Kyler's a better runner, but Jacoby can throw the ball. He's been around a long time, and he's listed as a backup, but he's really a starter. He plays quality minutes. He's been in this league a long time. He can really throw the football, and he's a very sneaky scrambler as well. And they can run the ball as well. They got behind a couple times the past few games where they had to throw it, but they have a very good running offense. They're very scrappy on defense, and they can make plays.
How concerned are you about Trey McBride, a young tight end that's really finding himself and certainly in the end zone, 7 touchdowns already?
Very concerning. He looks like one of the best 1-2 tight ends in the league right now. He can play receiver, he can play tight ends, he beats corners, safeties, and backers alike, and he has a lot of production right now, and he's really playing well.
Benjamin Morrison kind of had a hamstring pop back up late last week. Just want to see when you knew he wasn't going to be able to go, and how much of a complication that was Sunday.
We kind of knew Saturday, but it wasn't much of a complication when he tweaked it and didn't do too much on Friday. We kind of made adjustments that way. So, I thought Vildor and Parrish did a very good job in the roles they played in that ball game, so we adjusted accordingly.
Do you feel like Morrison or Dean are in play to be back and play Sunday?
I think Dean is in play. He did some things today. We got to see more tomorrow.
One more thing on Baker. His attitude is, he's probably going to say, I want to play. Do you lean on the medical staff, or if Baker says, you know what, it's just pain management, I want to go, would you start him?
You always lean on the medical staff, but you also got to listen to the player too. Obviously, a lot of guys play hurt, and if it's something he can manage and something he feels comfortable playing with, he's not going to put himself in danger, and neither are we. So if he feels comfortable with it and he feels like he can go, we'll see if he can go.
The Bucs are honoring Simeon Rice on Sunday. What are your recollections of Rice in his prime? And I know you didn't coach against him necessarily as an offensive coordinator, but what was your respect for Rice as a player?
Heck of a pass rusher. Obviously, he was great on the edge. He could beat anybody coming around the edge. He was long, he was lanky, he had an array of moves. Somebody, if you singled, you always had a problem with, and he always had production every week.
If Coach Bucky can go as expected, would it be similar to what you do with Godwin? Was it like a pitch count? I know you're going to use more than one back, or just kind of a feel thing for how the game is going and what he can do?
His will be similar, probably be on the pitch count, and we'll kind of see how he goes and which back does what, and then the time will be dependent on that.
How did Chris come out of the game in terms of how that fibula feels? Is he in line for maybe getting more of a workload this week?
Yeah, he came out pretty good, so he'll be increased.
Anything else? Todd, we're seeing Jalen McMillan a little bit more moseying about. Is he closing in on just having his 21-day practice window opened? And how long of that window do you anticipate he's going to need after missing the entire season?
I mean, he's been running. I can't make that prediction right now, but he has been running and doing things, so we'll continue to listen to the medical people, and when they tell us it's time, we'll get it going.
Todd, we talked a lot about kickoff return coverage after the Buffalo game, but it seemed like that area improved. I know you have Marcus Banks there now, and you signed JT Gray. Just want to see how they fit in and how that might help things.
They're special team guys, so they can obviously help us. Obviously, we kicked the ball in the end zone as well, so the ball came out and didn't have many returns. I don't think we had any returns at all, so that part of it helped out, and we'll kind of continue to go from there and try to find pieces that can help us.
How much of your message this week, Todd, is that even with this tailspin, you control your own destiny. You don't need any help going forward if you take care of your own business. Is that a big part you want to emphasize to your guys?
Well, it's a huge part. Again, our 24-hour rule and what we have ahead of us is what's going to catapult us or set us back. We control our own destiny. We got our own problems. We got our own solutions. We can fix everything ourselves, and we got 3 games in 18 days, and we just got to take them one at a time and then go from there.
Todd, you've been in Zion McCollum's corner since he's been here, and now that he's become a starter and a well-paid guy, is this problem's more technical or mental in terms of confidence right now? What are you seeing when you look at Zion and have conversations with him?
His confidence is high. It's just a matter of him guessing, a matter of him just settling down and playing.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Todd, thanks very much.